What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. My name is Micah from MX Films, and today we're talking about two filmmaking courses that I absolutely love and would recommend to anybody that's looking to get into filmmaking. Let's jump into it. Alright, so there are two filmmaking courses that just dominate the industry. Tomorrow's Filmmakers and Full-Time Filmmaker. Now, I'm actually fortunate enough to have both courses, so today we're going to do a little comparison between the two and allow you guys to decide which course you think is best for you. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an expert. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion on each course, and I'll tell you guys my short story near the end of this video. I also want to let you guys know that I didn't receive any of these courses for free or anything like that. I paid for them. Some of them I got on sale, but I'll explain that in the pricing section. I've also included a link to both courses in the description of this video, so feel free to go check them out whenever you like. And without further ado, let's jump into the comparison. We'll start with the overall teaching quality. This is going to be super important, especially if you're a beginner and you don't know a thing about how to use a camera. Tomorrow's Filmmakers is taught by Justus McCranie for the majority of the course, including the camera basics, theory, and equipment sections of the course. After that, several other specialized sections such as storyboarding and directing are taught by experts in their field, giving a wide variety of knowledge and information. It's almost overwhelming the amount of content that's included in both courses. Full-Time Filmmaker is taught by Parker Walbeck, Landon By the Way, and Jake Weisler. And just recently, Nate Taylor has joined the team. Both courses do a really great job at explaining the basics and then delve deep into different specialized sections of each area of filmmaking. Overall production quality and teaching quality is about the same for each course. Next up is Uptodateability. Next up is Uptodateability. Is that even a word? Whatever, it is now. How often do each of these courses update their content and continue to develop? This one will definitely have to go over to the crew at Full-Time Filmmaker, as they're constantly updating their content. They even have Full-Time Filmmaker gear you can purchase on Amazon. They're continuing to update their website, and overall they just have a very up-to-date platform. But that doesn't mean that Tomorrow's Filmmakers is an out-of-date ancient course that nobody cares about. On the contrary, they actually add new sections quite frequently, including just recently a directing course, as well as the travel course, a product video course, just crazy amounts of information. And since both courses are lifetime memberships, you get the content that's updated each time they add a new section or update a video, whatever it may be. All in all, both courses are updated fairly regularly, but Full-Time Filmmaker definitely has that little bit of edge on the up-to-dateability. Variety. When it comes to variety and you're a beginner or intermediate, it's great to have lots of options, as you probably haven't specified what area of filmmaking you're gonna focus on. There's narrative filmmaking, wedding videography, travel content. Both courses do an amazing job at offering a wide variety of aspects of filmmaking. But there's something else I just wanted to point out super fast. The whole of filmmaking can really be divided in two sections: narrative filmmaking and the business side of filmmaking. And then social media creators, YouTubers sort of lie in the middle of that. Full-Time Filmmaker focuses heavily on the business side of filmmaking and social media as well, and rarely touches on the narrative side of filmmaking. Although I think Jake Weisler is actually working on a short film course for Full-Time Filmmaker. Tomorrow's Filmmakers, on the other hand, generally encompasses the whole of filmmaking and tends to lean more towards narrative filmmaking, feature films, short films, and movie making. So which course should you choose based on this concept? Tomorrow's Filmmakers is geared towards people who want to get into the narrative side of filmmaking as well as the business side of things. Full-Time Filmmaker, on the other hand, tends to fall more into that business style category of filmmaking, and they do it actually really well. Alright, let's talk about community. Both lifetime courses allow you to join a community of filmmakers on a private Facebook group. This is great because you can meet up with other filmmakers, get feedback, and join together with other filmmakers and improve your skills. Tomorrow's Filmmakers has over 10,000 members, and Full-Time Filmmaker has over 17,000 members. This is sort of all down to personal preference. More members can be good so you can connect all over the world, but less also has its benefits as the community is more internet. But I'll leave this one up to you. Price, the big determining factor for most people. Let's talk money. First of all, Tomorrow's Filmmakers originally costed $297 for 100 plus hours of content. Now, it's on sale, I think, for $97. Yes, you heard me, $97. This is just a no-brainer. Anybody can come up with $100, so go out and get it. Full-Time Filmmaker, on the other hand, has actually increased its price from the time I bought it, so now it costs around $1,000 for 100 plus hours of content. I mean, you kind of gotta give it to Tomorrow's Filmmakers on this one. Lastly, Worldview. Tomorrow's Filmmakers comes from a Christian perspective, and it's just amazing to have that in a course, teaching the gospel and learning from some of the best Christian filmmakers out there, including Dallas Jenkins and Bruce Marciano. Parker Walbeck is a great mentor, superb teaching quality, and he just pounds us with good quality information every single time. But I'm gonna have to give this one over to Justus McCranie and the crew over at Tomorrow's Filmmakers. I thought I'd finish this video with just the short, brief story of how I got into filmmaking. It's not a huge story, but let's just jump into it. I've always been interested in making skits and videos as a kid since I was like age 4, but I never got into it seriously until about a year ago. I've always been inspired by movies and how they create emotions inside of you, and I've always been inspired every time I watch a movie to go out and do something that I wanted to do, get motivated. Movies have always inspired me to do something. Eventually I said, I want to make a movie. I want to do that. I want to make a movie, a short film, or a video even. And that's when I came across Tomorrow's Filmmakers after watching Beyond the Mask. It was at that moment that I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. Tomorrow's Filmmakers really set the spark for filmmaking in me. I actually didn't buy Tomorrow's Filmmakers right then. Instead, I actually bought a camera and a lens, and I started creating videos and learning from YouTube. I actually then bought Full-Time Filmmaker first when it came on sale for half price. And then I actually got Tomorrow's Filmmakers just recently when it came on sale for $97, and I couldn't pass it up. It was also the course that I originally wanted to do. I'm still growing, and I'm definitely not an expert, but these filmmaking courses have definitely helped me shorten my learning curve and focus on what information matters most, something that YouTube just doesn't do. I'm only almost halfway done Full-Time Filmmaker, and I'm not even a quarter of the way done Tomorrow's Filmmakers, but I've learned a ton of information. To conclude, I thought I'd give you my recommendation on these courses. So, first of all, just get Tomorrow's Filmmakers. $97 is a deal that's illegal to pass up. Justus McCranie covers the narrative side of filmmaking as well as the business side of filmmaking and everything in between. Here are all the mini courses he covers. And he's adding more. That's not to say you shouldn't get Full-Time Filmmaker. I actually got Full-Time Filmmaker first, and I love it. Super high quality content, and Parker covers social media marketing and the nitty gritties of the business side of filmmaking that I just haven't seen a whole lot of in Tomorrow's Filmmakers, although I haven't completely finished Tomorrow's Filmmakers yet. It's also fairly expensive at around $1,000, so if you decide to go with Full-Time Filmmaker, I would recommend signing up for the newsletter and then waiting to see if any deals come on and then snagging those at the time. Before I go, it's also worth noting that both courses offer discounts and downloadable assets. In conclusion, I've learned a lot from both courses, and I hope me sharing my experience has helped you in some way, shape, or form in making a decision. And if it did, consider liking this video and even subscribing. It would help me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.